You too. What is up, family? Dan the man, what's up? See you in the chat. Scent of the day, Banana Republic, Lennon Vetiver. I never smelled that, but I'm sure you smelling pretty phenomenal. Quest 914, salute to you. Thank you for coming. Joel, you always here showing love. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Fragrance dude, what's up? What's up, Randy? First time in here. What's up, Randy? Joel. Let me see. I can only 10 to 50. Hey man, I appreciate any time you can give me, man. I really do appreciate it. Hey, today is gonna be a good one, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda nervous, so but we're gonna get through the show and have a good show. I just wanna tell y'all my scent of the day. I actually what did I wear? Where is it at? I wore this earlier, but I'm currently not wearing anything. Tiziani Terenzi at Regas. I unboxed this on my last live. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This was a blind buy for me. It's almost like this herbal marine aquatic kind of thing with a slightly powdery tone. Is really nice. I think this was a hidden gem find for me, and I absolutely do love this fragrance. Hold on, I got my TV on in the back, guys. So I gotta turn my TV off. 1 second, please. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Dedrick in the building. What's up, Dedrick? Thank you for coming by. Nosy, what's up, Nosy? How you doing? How you feeling, Nosy? Gems, my guy, what's up? Gems in the building. Yo, I'm happy to see each and every one of y'all. Jason, what up? What up, Jason? Scent of the day is Virtus Boy That Curve. That is a good one, man. I'm gonna say you started the hype on that. You really started the hype on that. That thing took off, man. I'm happy to have a bottle. I don't even know if you can. It's kind of harder to get now, so I'm happy I secured my bottle. I know you. I know Dedrick secured his, and I also know Ross has a bottle. So great fragrance. But yeah, so today, guys, I'm going to be unboxing. Look, yo, I'm so hyped to have this. I am so hyped to have this. Will be my first Zach Creators uh fragrance that I ever smelled. I never got to smell any of them, so I'm thankful that George released this to us and gave us a chance to be able to buy it for those that never got to experience. If you didn't know, this occurred during Ross and Zaharoff live when they were speaking on the new fragrance that he released, and it was just such a great vibe and mood. He went ahead and let us be able to buy this, and I'm happy I secured mine. I mean, I think I might have been the first one to secure it. I was on it, man. Had my Apple Pay ready, typed in a little address already in their email, bang, got my bad boy right here. So I'm excited to smell this. And Ross is going to be here to walk me through it. Let me know what I'm smelling. So I think it's going to be a great one. And I'm also going to be unboxing this. I was going to do the video, but I said, why not? Let's just do it during a live. I'm excited to really smell this. I mean, I heard a lot of hype about this, a lot of hype. Jims has been talking about this. Jason has been talking about this. Ross has been talking about this. So I'm really hyped to experience this. I had to get mine from Amazon because it was sold out everywhere. So I probably paid a couple extra dollars more. And I paid for the to get it here pretty fast. So it came pretty fast. So I'm happy about that. Ross is currently backstage. I do not want to hold him up much more longer than I already have. Sarah, thank you for coming. I see you. Dakota, what's up? John in the building. John Carlo Burton. Good to see you, John. So yes, without further ado, guys, I want to bring on Ross. Before I bring him on, I want to say, man, I'm really thankful for Ross to come on my platform. I'm such a small nobody in this whole big thing of the YouTube sector, and just the fragrance alone, man. For him to reach down and to come on my show with no problem, no hesitation, like I wrote him. I told him, man, I would love if you came on the show, walk me through the fragrance. I told him if he didn't want to come on, no, there's no pressure, no love lost. He responded immediately. I got you, no problem. Let's do it when you want to do it. Ross is the man, bro. Ross is different. Ross is really different. But without further ado, let's bring Ross to the stage, please.
Come on, man.
Ross, what up? Ross, the boss, what up, man?
I appreciate the kind words, Celly, man. You long time supporter on my channel, man. The least I could do, I could do is come hang with you. You asked me to come hang with you, man. I appreciate you having me. So anybody watching on my channel, I decided to go ahead and do a simulcast. I figured, hey, let's try to get some more people over to Celly. Celly's a good dude. He's doing his thing. He's trying to carve out his spot in this community. So anything I can do to help, I want to help. I like to help good people. Celly's definitely good people.
I really do appreciate you, man. More than you probably know, man. So, Ross, I am. What was your your honest feeling when Zaharoff decided to drop the last couple and let people purchase it?
I didn't think he was going to do that because when I hit 100K, we did 5 double pack giveaways of 5 bottles of Business Over Pleasure and 5 bottles of Even Mystique. And I thought that was going to be the extent of it because he had a little over a box that he kept. A box holds 27 bottles.
Yeah.
Boxes. He had like a little over 30, basically.
Wow.
And he's like, we really, we talked about it. We don't really want to sell off the little stash we kept for ourselves. So we'll do some giveaways. Let's do, how many do you want to do? I said, let's do 5. So that's how that was.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think it was ever going to happen again because that's it. That's what's there. I have a couple of bottles for myself and that's it.
I am so happy.
And so when he just sprung that on me out of nowhere, because people bring it up all the time, bring it back. It's funny how after it's been gone for a long time, all I hear is how it's a masterpiece now. So where were you guys when it was on the market?
That's pretty much how it goes with any fragrance that they discontinue. Bring it back. You know how.
And look, that's there's only one batch. That's well macerated. That bottle's macerated.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that like, yo, this thing.
Yeah, it's well macerated, man. Because the juice gets a lot darker, man. This is the prototype bottle. I haven't finished the prototype bottle, but the juice is much bluer than it was. More of a gray when they were fresh. Now it's more of a blue.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
it's darkened over time. I have a production bottle that's got a little dent in it, just so I could check versus the prototype. But this was the original prototype bottle before they were all mass produced for the full run that we were doing.
I'm gonna start unboxing mine right now.
Go for it, man. Go for it. So it's one of those things where he just sprung it on me. I didn't know he was going to do that, and he's like, "Are you okay with this?" Like I'm going to say no. Yeah, absolutely. It gives at least a few people that are always on me an opportunity because who's more loyal to me in the channel than my live chat that's here every day for live streams? So it's like, yeah, that's exactly who I want to be.
I'm honestly really happy I got this, man. I wanted the new blue fragrance, but man, when he said he was gonna make this available, I chose this over it in an instant, in a heartbeat, because that blue fragrance is gonna be there.
When he runs out of this, because he's out of 4 ounces.
Okay.
But he's got some 2 ounce left, but it'll be back next summer. This was your one shot to get this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I would have got this too.
Exactly. That's why I went ahead and
get this later. For sure.
Look at this bottle, y'all. The juice is pretty dark.
Yeah,
it's pretty dark, like you said.
It's been sitting out of light in a cooled place. It's well macerated, man.
So he really has no more bottles left, or he maybe has.
No, he's still got like 10.
Okay.
11, 10, something like that he kept for himself. Yeah, because he only had one full box left. He had 27 bottles. He sold 15.
What's your scent of the day, Ross?
So I'm actually wearing Dumont Barouge Mysterious.
Ooh.
To me, it smells like a little bit of Angel Share with a lot of Instant Crush. Supposedly, it's a twist of Herbapura mixed with Baccarat Rouge. That makes just as much sense as what I said because there's so much sweetness that it smells more like Instant Crush.
Yeah.
Than Baccarat Rouge to me. So I'm guessing that's the Herbapura twist to it, making it fruitier and sweeter.
Now,
but
who's that by?
Monster, man.
Who's that by?
This is Dumont. And look at this atomizer.
Wow, that looked like an air freshener atomizer.
Man, it's good. Man, this is one of their strongest releases. This is top 3 in performance.
You know what? I never heard of the brand, Ross. I never heard of it.
They got some dupes. They got some twists. They got some originals. They got a little bit of everything. They're affordable. Perfume Box has been sending me stuff to review because they're a distributor for Dumont. And man, I haven't been disappointed yet. Now, look, some are better than others.
Yeah.
Some are just, a little bit okay, and some are great. It's all taste-driven stuff, but if you like sweet, and I mean, it's done to death. Baccarat Rouge style, but at least it's a hybrid. It's got a twist to it. It doesn't smell, like I said, more Instant Crush and Angel Share to me than even BR540 and Herba Pura like it's listed as.
Wow,
it's actually pretty damn good. If you like sweet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's not as synthetic as Instant Crush. Instant Crush from Mancera is actually more synthetic than this.
So can you get away with that in summer heat, maybe?
No,
not at all.
I just wanted to test it and review it. It's not really all that good for the weather I'm dealing with right now. I was indoors most of the day, so that's one of the. I've been testing it in the evenings, and today I knew I'd be inside most of the day, so I figured today was a good day to wear it.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a crazy mixture. You said Angel Share, Instant Crush, Herba Pura.
So that's what it smells like to me, but it's listed officially on the site as a twist on Herba Pura mixed with Baccarat Rouge 540.
Okay.
Yeah,
I might have to check it out, man. You always putting people on some crazy stuff. I've been put on a lot of stuff by you, man.
It's blessings to be able to, because look, I love the variety of perfumery. I love testing and smelling different fragrances. I've always loved smelling different things. So getting to do it day in, day out, it never gets old to me.
Yeah, and you're one of the more versatile reviewers, from the clones all the way to the luxury niche. Like, you do it all. So,
well, I can find the good in most. So there's $10 fragrances that I'll like just as much as a $300 one. It's not about synthetic and natural to me. Does it smell good?
Does it smell good
when I wear it? That's all that matters, you know.
So true, so true. So I want to go ahead and get into that. Now I know that this is this like iris heavy, or is that just a component too? Because I love me some iris.
It's centered around iris. It's a very the intent for it was to be the ultimate office space fragrance. Indoor professional settings, inoffensive yet more complex than something like a Dior Homme Eau or a Prada L'Homme. Like, I wanted more complexity, but I wanted of that vein, of that style. Because at that time, I was really into those types of fragrances.
Yeah, so the bottle is really beautiful. All of the Zahara bottles are really, really nice. The design is always nice. I love the look of it. It's very, very nice. Very classy. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a spray, Ross. I'm
on my hand already too.
Look, I already know I'm probably gonna love it because I love iris. So I mean,
you'll like it then. So it's a natural Florentine iris. It's not that waxy makeup bag stuff. Okay, this is actual natural iris. At the time, this was 3.5 years ago. Florentine iris was 80,000 a kilo. It's more than that now, but it was the most expensive oil in perfumery at the time. I'm sure it still is. Natural iris takes 3 years from cultivating to processing into a flavor oil. Yeah. It takes about 3 years, according to Claude. He kind of walked me through the process.
That is crazy.
What it goes through, and it takes about 3 years.
So I'm gonna go right here on my hand with it. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Oh, I'm gonna go a lot. Okay. Ross, I already love it. I smell it. I already love it. I smell it, man. Wow. That is nice. This is up my alley, man.
It's a very safe fragrance, but it's deep for what it is.
I'm not even capping. I'm not joking. Just because you hear this is up my alley.
Now, look, before we start, I told him, look, if you want to shit on it, man. Yeah, be honest with people. Totally. I can take it. We'll laugh about it after. Be real with people here. So I don't want anybody to think he's sugar.
Yeah, so you can tell this is really. You can tell this is the really, really good iris. Like I love iris. I have a lot of iris fragrance stuff, real iris fragrance, not just the Dior. And this is it. This is it. Wow, it's buttery, it's smooth. Oh, it's so clean. This is good, Ross. I really, really do like this, man.
So some things that you may pick up that I find to be the most dominating accords is there's a quick hit of spice from some Sichuan pepper, and then you get some juiciness of bergamot in the opening. And it's going to start to transition where that creaminess you're getting is ginger. It doesn't add a bunch of spice. It thickens up the aroma a bit. Yeah, and of course, you're going to get that powdery tone from the iris as it starts to settle into the heart.
Man, this is my type of jam right now.
And as it dries more and more, you'll get a slight smoky nuance because there's a good dose of Gaiac wood in the base with some Palo Santo. That's the two main woody nuances. A little bit of clean musk, touch of amber.
This is good. I'm going to spray it on me. I really like this, Ross. Wow. Hey, man, people be talking mad junk. This is good. This is what's not to like about it. It's clean. the ingredients is there. You can
I've never
tell the quality
wavered.
through and
Look,
through.
people that have hated on it just want to hate on me. Is all that is. That is a
Yo.
great fragrance, man. I stand firmly behind that. What Claude and I were able to do together with the creation of that profile, he really brought to life
What you said is supposed to be, that is perfect for that. And it's like it's doing it next level. It's not just regular like clean office designer fragrance. You can tell like the ingredients is high quality. Easy. You can tell that easy. At least to me, easy. This is good stuff, Ross. I like this.
I figured you would because I know you like Iris. I know we share a lot of similar taste and fragrance. Yeah. And I know you're a fan of Iris, so I assumed you would enjoy this.
You know? Yeah, I'm really enjoying this.
And Jason, if you're here, I just saw your text, man. Don't sweat it. By all means.
Let me see. Let me catch up with some of the chat.
Yeah, you're good, Jason.
I don't even know where to start. I'm not good at reading the chat and trying to do a show yet. Okay.
So it's easy to get behind. So we don't have a ton of people. Like on my end, we got 43 watching, and on your end, we got 25. So you should have, I don't know if it shows a total number at the top for you in the corner. This is the first time I've done the simulcast.
Yeah, I see 70. Says 70.
Yeah, so that's the total number then. Yeah, so we have a total of 70 watching currently.
Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in the building.
Well, I wanted to see if we could. I wanted to test the waters, and I felt with you in this situation, it was a perfect opportunity to try to, let's get some more eyes on what you're doing.
Yeah.
And let's give it a shot.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to do that because when StreamYard asked me if I wanted to do that, I clicked the box for it to do that.
Yeah, because I saw the button was active, so when I came backstage, so that's when I went ahead and just set it up. You weren't even here with me yet.
Man, I got the HD and all that. I don't know if it does it for you.
I pay for the most expensive one, the 1080p and everything.
Yeah, I said why not? Just go all out. Why not, man? But yeah, Ross, this is good. I'm happy with this. I am really happy. This is really my style. Like I love a good, fresh, clean, kind of powdery fragrance. It's really, really nice. It's clean. I can wear this all summer. Mm-hmm. Now I don't know about longevity. I mean, I guess you can speak more on that. I don't know.
So it's gotten even stronger as times progress with maceration, but I always got decent longevity. I was always getting around 7 hours out of it. It wasn't made to be a beast. That was not its intended purpose. It was not created to be a monster. So because that was the criticism when it first came out, was everybody was just mad. Like the people with drier skin are like, oh, 2 hours and it's gone. Well, I can't help you dry skin, but for those of us with oily skin, such as myself, it's more like 6-7 hours. I've had people tell me they were getting 10, people getting 4, 30 minutes and it's gone, bro. All that stuff.
When I sprayed it, as soon as I sprayed it, it was around me. It was around me, and right now it's all around me. It's not like it's not weak.
This is one of those fragrances that leans fresher, that in the cold is lovely because there's depth here. It's got a deep profile. So it works really well in the cold, just as well as it does in the summer. This is truly can be a signature scent for somebody that wants something not generic, but also zero challenge to wear.
Right. It's very, very, I think it's easy to like. It's very likable. Man, I'm happy I got this one, Ross. I am.
I'm glad you're going
to fit well in my collection for sure.
You're exactly the type of person that I want to own this bottle. Somebody that's going to genuinely enjoy wearing the fragrance.
Yes, and I'm not capping. I'm not blowing smoke up here. You know what? I'm not doing none of that. I think it's a beautiful fragrance. I really do.
Of course I do. And it's not just bias. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. Just like Evening Mystique's exactly what I wanted it
now
to be.
I want to know what Evening Mystique smell like.
You know what? I'll hook you up, man. Because I got my little stash. I'll hook you up. So after this, drop me your address in our little private DM, and I'll shoot you a bottle.
I appreciate
that. I got my little stock that I kept for myself.
Now, how does it transition from this to Evening Mystique? Is Evening Mystique more darker?
DNA. Evening Mystique is a flanker to this. Evening Mystique is a darker, more resinous, slightly earthy, and very smoky. It's a smoky resin because you have olibanum and frankincense. There's 2 different types of incense in there, as well as myrrh. Gives it more. That's where the vanillic tone comes from. There's more. It's more vetiver forward, but it's still based around the same iris. But there's more herbal tones in the top. You got carrot seed and cypress. It's greener, so it's more evening forward. But it's still one that if you hear from a lot of people that have it, it's still very much something that can be worn during the daytime. It's not the best summer fragrance, but spring, fall, winter, you totally rock it during the day. It offers a similar type of class to it, a little bit of an upscale feel, kind of like what you're smelling right now, just a little bit more.
So you can get hints of this in Evening Mystique?
You will smell that in Evening Mystique.
Okay.
Evening Mystique is an evolution of Business Over Pleasure. I would say you're looking at about 40% of that fragrance is in Evening Mystique.
So I'm guessing out of the project, this was the most expensive fragrance to do because of the iris?
That for the first Zed Creator project, up until Black Rose.
Okay.
Up until the first Privé Flanker. So the first Privé Flanker that hasn't released yet, that's still currently the most expensive fragrance Zaharoff has ever produced.
Wow.
Because it's got Rose Super Essence and Florentine Iris, which is at the time the two most expensive fragrance oils you could buy from Mon, which is the quality perfume house.
I can smell the quality easy.
So the Rose Super Essence that's in there is one of the rose notes that's in Rosé.
Okay.
Well. It's not the Bulgarian rose. It's not the Turkish rose. It's a different rose. It's a very airy type of rose. That's where it gets some of that aromatic airiness to it.
Yeah. This is good. Hey, this is freaking phenomenal, in my opinion. I'm really
enjoying it.
This.
It's been a little bit since I wore it. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of just radiating off of my hand right now.
I am so happy. I'm absolutely happy. I went ahead and got this. Absolutely happy. Man.
And then he released it at the original.
Hey, you hit it out the park in my opinion.
At that price anymore. He released it at what we originally sold it at the 119. So that was great. You know?
Yeah, man. This is lovely for sure. For sure. I really do love that fragrance. Now, Ross, what's your thoughts on this right here? Have you smelled it? Okay, you're not saying nothing.
I'm not saying nothing because I was the first in the States. In this country, I believe I was the first to put a video out.
Okay.
Fragrance Bar actually sent it my way, and my rep told me you're gonna be the first to do a review.
Wow. Now I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really.
I'm gonna throw that out there. I like it a lot. So.
I'm not really familiar with like a lot of Armaf products. I still haven't gotten like the Club de Nuit or anything like that. So, and I really honestly don't have too much experience with the original like Creed DNA. Like I smelled it, of course. I smelled the original version. I just have not smelled the one I think that this is imitating.
That's supposed to. It's a twist on Absolute Aventus, the newest.
Okay, so
not exactly 1-to-1.
I have no experience with the Creed version at all, so I'm going into this
like woody, spicy fragrances, like kind of in the realm of Sauvage Elixir. Not exactly that, but kind of in that realm. If you like stuff like that,
I'm smelling good right now, man. I'm really smelling good right now.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm really smelling phenomenal, man. I'm gonna crack this open real fast, guys.
So there's a lot of effort that goes into getting that bottle out. You're about to find out. That's quite the presentation.
I think it's a box in a box kind of thing.
Inside of a sleeve, inside of a box.
Oh my god! You know who does that the most? Zerjov. It's a box inside of a box inside of a sleeve.
It's another layer to that, though. It's 3 layers to get to that bottle.
Let me see what I got in the chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys. Tazo, Kyler, Spencer, Kara, D, Kicks. I see all you guys.
Sarah says, I like Iris and I wasn't digging Say Less much at all. I had honestly, I like this
Say Less is an earthy Iris too. It's
I like this.
So he gets his oils from Mon too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I only really love 2 from day 3. I mean, I only love, I think 2 as well from the sample pack that I did have. Say Less was one of them. I liked a few more, but I love Del Mar and Bonnie. Okay.
Bonnie's the one, man.
Wasn't Del Mar their award winner, or was it Bonnie?
I think so. I think Bonnie's the award winner for them. It's mango papaya, and the papaya is kind of peppered. Okay. It's more papaya than it is mango, actually. So good. So good. Such a unique tropical fruity fragrance, which is hard to do. Everybody's got a tropical fragrance now. So hard to do.
Yeah, it wasn't the one that I really had gravitated towards. It was Say Less and another one. I think it was one based around like maybe like the essence of the mall in the 90s, I believe it was.
Downtown Deja Vu.
Those are the 2 that I had gravitated towards.
I love it. Randy blew my mind. I see Randy. Randy's in my chat because he wasn't subscribed to you yet, so it's not transferring over. Oh, it's transferred. No, is it? It wasn't transferring over earlier. Let me see if it is. It is now. So Randy, you're in both chats now. It's transferring.
Yes, guys, hit that like button for me, please. Tazo, what up? What up, Tazo?
So Randy said it reminded him of 1 million, and I was like, what?
This right here?
No, the Downtown Deja Vu.
Downtown Deja Vu.
Yeah, I was blown away. I'm like, man, this smells like fresh cotton linens in a
department
store.
I didn't get much.
Like, I get the cinnamon. I understand where he's coming from there. But I was picking with him. Like, we can't be friends anymore. That's crazy. You know?
It's crazy. Everybody like perceives something way different, or a note may be more intense for somebody than another person.
It's a form of art, so it's as subjective as it gets. It's taste driven.
Yeah,
you know. And then there's so many variables here between our own sensitivity and our own taste palette with our sense of smell. Then we have our own unique skin chemistries with the way things are going to react to us. There's just so much variable.
So much variable,
you know. That's the beauty of fragrance. It's also the toxicity of this community at the same time.
Yeah.
If people don't agree with you,
everybody's opinion is the best.
Oh
opinion.
God.
I mean, if you disagree with somebody, you're wrong. So,
and that's what's crazy to me.
Yeah, I like when people like have different tastes. When I let people smell things that I love and maybe they don't love it, I want to know why. What makes you not love it? Like what's like, you know, I want to know what makes you not love it. What makes you like this or not like that. So
the thing to me that I think is the beauty of this being a hobby is that it's a weird hobby.
Yeah, like to begin with. Yeah,
explain how into fragrance you are to somebody that maybe has one.
Yeah.
And look at that reaction where they're trying to humor you, like, you know, I like my
I know exactly what you mean.
Geo, I like that. You know, my wife smells good. You got how many? And that's why I say it's a weird hobby, which I think should bond everyone together even more because it's such a quirky thing that we're so into.
We should stick together.
Ridiculous.
Stick together more.
You know, what I have right here is a huge collection for somebody. I got like 30 fragrances right here.
I mean, 5 is a lot for the average person.
That's a full wardrobe.
Yeah. You say you got 5 fragrances. It's like, yo, what you got? Let me smell. You know, that could be a lot. So yeah, let's get into this.
Let's do it.
So be my first Armaf.
Well received. A lot of people seem to be vibing with that one. It's my second favorite.
I know Gems and Jason was very big on it. They were talking about buying a backup bottle. So
yeah, Jason he mentioned it in the chat earlier how it's his second favorite. I think he said.
Okay, so I'm confused. I see. It has a little pull to open.
So you got to tear it, then flip it open. Yeah.
Okay, Armaf.
They spent a little money on the presentation this time.
Okay, Armaf.
Because I had somebody say, because it was like 58.
This honestly feels nice. It's like this.
It's rubberized.
Rubber. Yeah, feels really, really nice in the hand, though. It's very.
And that's what I was going to say. I had somebody in my review say, I'm going to wait till it gets cheaper. I said, I think 58 is about as cheap as this one's going to get.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to go any lower.
I don't think that's going to be a $30 fragrance.
I think I paid about 80 total. Plus the shipping.
And see, that's the higher side because it was 58 when they had it in stock at Fragrance Buy. There was other places that had it for like 90 and 100.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon
for 58. There was people in my comments that were like, "I can't believe I paid this much. I should have waited."
I just said, "Why not?" I just pulled the trigger. I said, "Why not?"
Sometimes you just gotta have it, man. I do that with certain designer releases. Watch when Spice Bomb Dark Leather comes out.
I want that. That's going to be my first Spice Bomb. I don't have much experience with Spice Bomb, but that is going to be my first one for sure. Because I do love a dark fragrance for sure. Man, this is very nice. Not going front. This is very nice, guys. It feels very nice in the hand. Doesn't feel
that box alone, like that was plenty. They should have put a cardboard sleeve over that. That's a nice flip top box.
Yes, it's very nice. All right, let me see. How do I get this? I think it's
just from the side.
Looks like the Bible. Okay.
Yeah, they tell you a little bit about the inspiration for it. Nowhere on there does it say Creed Absolute Ventus.
Wow, it has a certain smell to it. I don't know if it's coming from the bottle. I can almost smell it through the bottle. I can smell kind of the spicy freshness.
That's the fragrance thing, yeah.
You know what? From smelling it right here, it's kind of giving me like a quick little talisman kind of vibe. I don't know if I'm tripping. Let's see.
Well, it has similar citruses and woody notes and everything. I could see where you could get that. It's definitely way spicier than Blue Talisman. Way
Yeah,
spicier.
I can definitely smell.
You'll see when you spray it.
Nice little tassel. Okay. First Armaf. Let's see what we got.
You're starting with a good one, in my opinion, man.
Let's see what we got. Sprayer seems nice. It's okay. Feels a little janky maybe, but it is what it is. So you know what this is kind of reminding me of a little bit?
What's that?
I'm getting a little bit of the Blue Talisman and Boys at Cur from Virtus.
Okay, that's fair.
Could you smell it with me? I want to see if you.
Let me go grab it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that Boys at Cur kind of feel from Virtus. I don't know. Maybe that's just the closest thing my mind can come to. Like, well, what is this?
So I'm gonna go on skin.
Okay.
Oh, man, I love this one.
Oh yeah.
See, I get more fruitiness out of this than I do out of Creed Absolute Aventus. I get more woods out of this. It's fresher overall. It's not as warm. Still got all of the spice. I would say this is like 80%.
Okay.
Similar to that. Like if you ever get a chance to smell Creed Absolute Aventus, you'll get the undeniable resemblance here. But it's crazy to think, man, I actually prefer the way this smells, even though that is a far superior quality.
And I'm kind of getting an inky tone too. Is it a black currant in here?
Yeah. It's
I'm definitely getting an inky.
Very tart.
Yeah.
Man, it is.
The inky's starting to come through a lot more now. It wasn't in the beginning.
Some of their best work.
This is good. You know what else I'm getting almost? What is that? That Not Only Intense starting to come through a little bit.
Yeah, there's undeniable similarity. That's the black currant. That's the earthy tones. You're gonna get a lot of anything that smells in the realm of Aventus plus spice. You're gonna get,
and it's changing a lot too. Like within the first 5 minutes is like it's changing.
This is probably closer to something like Not Only Intense than it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more of Not Only Intense than anything. At the beginning, it was kind of giving me that Boys at Curve kind of vibe from Virtus.
This isn't real pineapple forward. This doesn't have the same type of citrus as Creed Absolute Aventus. That's why I say it's more like 80% because it's kind of nuances and reminds you of a bunch of different things that fit in the family.
Yeah, I do like this though. This is very classy smelling. It's nice because I do love Not Only Intense. And honestly, I think if I want to say maybe a more wearable version of Not Only Intense. I guess I can say that.
I think so. That's a heavier fragrance than
it's very heavier and there's way more inky.
It's got more freshness to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Not only Intense is more in all there oak moss and black currant.
Yeah. All loads of it. I love it. I really do love it. But this is like it's giving me a more wearable version of that. I think it's nice.
It's a bit more. The way I would put it is it's more vibrant.
Yeah, more vibrant.
Brighter.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Exactly. That's the perfect word for it. More vibrant. I like it. I do like it. And the quality smells pretty good too. The quality smells pretty good.
When you compare it to other like Club de Nuit Intense flankers specifically, it is superior. It's not as scratchy. Like even the Parfum flankers are still more synthetic or more chemical smelling, I guess would be the right way to put it, than this. Again, this isn't on the level of something like Creed's quality, but when you compare it to previous releases that they've done, it's better.
Yeah.
You can tell they up their game a little bit here, and they have to, because Lattafa's putting out some decent stuff. Afnan's been putting out better quality oils for a while now. There's a lot doing it. Fragrance World's really stepped up a bit when it comes to like trying to copy stuff, but as far as twists and quality, Armaf's trying to step their game up a bit. Yeah, Dumont's hit the scene pretty hard. There's a lot of companies really competing in that space of affordable, inspired fragrances. There's a growing market right now.
Man, it is so many different clone houses. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like it's just deep diving into that field of clones. It's a lot. It's a lot. My head would be spinning around in circles.
It's really endless.
It is endless.
In the review space, it's great. It's a ton of content you can do, but at the same time, there's countless redundancies.
Yes.
Redundancies everywhere here.
Yes, it's so true. Man, I'm liking this though. I like this.
It's developing quite a bit on my skin.
Yeah, it's developing a lot. Even on paper, it really is developing a lot.
Well, it'll change more rapidly for you. It dries down a lot faster on the test strip than it does on skin.
I do kind of want to put. I think I put that business over pleasure everywhere though.
Yeah, I know you put it on your neck and everything.
Yeah, I put it everywhere.
I'm flattered. I'm glad you like it to where you just like, hey, screw it.
I do like it. I really, really do. So would you say after all the flack that you got for that fragrance, did it like make you feel like you didn't put your best foot forward?
I was firm. I stood tall on that. I knew what we put out was exactly what I wanted. I was telling a very specific story, and the fragrance suited that perfectly. It's like, again, it's exactly what it was intended to be. And now look, if people genuinely didn't like the way it smelled, or maybe on them they wished it would have performed a little better, that's genuine gripes. I get it. That kind of stuff's going to happen. I fully expect that. But the exaggerations and the excessiveness, that's just people hating on me to hate on me. That's all that is. That's not about the fragrance. They just made it about the fragrance to try to hurt me. That's all that was. That's the inevitable.
I really don't get the hate towards you. Honestly, you more solid than a lot of these dudes. I'm not going to even lie to you. You more solid than a lot of them. A lot of them not reaching back down to smaller channels, doing what you're doing. Almost none of them is doing that. So you more solid than most in my opinion.
Well, it's not a reaching down thing. Like, I don't want to look at it that way. It's because we're all peers. Like I've said for years, the president of the United States is just a man with a job. Nobody's better than anybody else. Even though people say that I act like I'm better than people. No, I'm just very confident in the way I conduct myself. And I'm a lot for people. I get it. I can be a lot for the weaker. I get it. Strong-minded people seem to get along really well with me. It's the weaker-minded that I seem to have issue with. And they get infuriated when I say stuff like that. But it's the reality is I just have a few more people that watch me than watch you. I'm not any better than you. My opinions aren't any more valid than yours because we're both just sharing what it smells like to us. Neither of us are wrong or right. We're just sharing what we think, you know?
And that's what you just said right there is what makes you very solid to me. I really appreciate you coming on here. I really, really do. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody in the chat is having a great time. Let's see. Boxings, I see you in the chat. I give that new Armaf for 8.3. It's a good one. I think I'm right there with you, Boxing. I think I'm right there. Maybe 8.4, 8.3. I'm right there with you.
That's a good rating for that, man.
Yeah, I think it's nice. It's solid. Is it backup bottle worthy?
I don't think it's necessary. Honestly, at this point, unless you, and this goes for everybody watching, because everybody's got a sizable collection that's into watching fragrance live streams. Okay. Yeah. Everybody's got a lot of fragrances that watch content like this. Yeah, so
if you hear,
unless you know you're just going back to that a few times a week, a backup bottle is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think, and I think this will last. I think this is going to be very loud on skin.
5 ml. So it is a smaller bottle. So I understand where people would maybe want 110 ml, which is the normal size for Club de Nuit Intense. They do 110s. So that's like half the amount, but it is an elevated fragrance. It's a better presentation, even though it doesn't really matter, but the juice is elevated as far as quality.
It's pretty good quality. I think it's
so that's one of because of the bottle size. That's where I can understand the backup bottle just to have what we would consider a full amount, roughly 100 ml.
But people can't sample this, right? You can't go out and sample this. You got to just buy it.
I'm aware of, but I'm sure there's decant sites that have bought bottles to decant. I'm sure of it.
I would say if you have not only Intense, I would say maybe it can. In my opinion, I think it maybe would be kind of redundant if you have that not only Intense, but if you maybe want, like Ross said, a more vibrant version of that, this can be a great.
Watch when you get that on skin. I personally believe this to be, and Afnan not only Intense is one of my top 3 when it comes to affordable Aventus twist inspired clones, whatever you want to call them.
I agree.
Club de Nuit Intense limited edition parfum, stuff like that. Those are like been my top 2 forever. But it's got more going on than something like an Afnan not only Intense.
Yeah, I can smell it does have more going on for sure. Definitely on skin, it is a difference. I do smell it. Well, at least in the opener, I do get a really quick vibe of that Virtus Boys that Curve, which is a good thing. That is a phenomenal fragrance.
That's a phenomenal fragrance. That's classy. I
Fragrance.
haven't even wore it because everything's been so casual because I'm just so dialed into my daily life's been very, very specific for a while now. I'm not getting back to the norm.
Yeah. I wore it about 3 times. That fragrance lasts and lasts and lasts and lasts. Yeah, this is nice. This is classy. Is it patchouli in here?
I want to say yes.
Patchouli and oak moss. I love that. I love the if it's patchouli in here, I love it. It might be oak moss. It's very, very nice. I love that. I don't know if they have anything with notes. Oh, no, they don't.
There is patchouli.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So you got a top of bergamot, black pepper, caramel, lemon, pear, pineapple, pink pepper. The heart is aniseed, which I'm assuming is just anise. Jasmine, lily of the valley, oak moss, and white woods. Heart. And then your base is amber, ambroxan, cedarwood, leather, patchouli, vanilla, white musk. So a lot.
You know what else I get? I almost get a soapy texture too. I don't know if you get that. It's like something that makes it seem very like I don't want.
If maybe I had to guess, maybe the pink pepper and florals mixing together, kind of giving that a little bit because there's no real outside of pink pepper. There's nothing really all that aromatic that's in here because pink pepper's aromatic, but outside of that, they don't really have anything listed. But I see where you're coming from. There's a cleanliness, a soapy-like feel. Not like lavender would be, like the level of lavender they would use. That would be super soapy.
Yeah.
Not to that point, but I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, but this is nice. This is nice. I agree with Boxing on I think he said, would he say 8.3 or 8.4? Either one of those ratings.
Good rating for it though.
I definitely agree with. Hey, Pat's in the building. What's up, Pat? Good to see you here, man.
Good to see everybody.
What up, Suits? Hey, if y'all haven't checked out Suits and Sense, y'all got to check out Suits and Sense. I love his content. Great guy. Really, really great guy. Tazo's in the building. If y'all haven't checked out Tazo, y'all got to check out Tazo. That is my guy. Tazo for sure. Celly got on the Philly Dicky suit. Tazo, you funny, man. Derek says I have both, John, but I'm going with the elixir. I'm guessing they're talking about.
He's about the Ralph's Clubs because Ralph's Club Parfum versus the elixir. Thoughts? He's asking.
I had the regular Ralph's Club. I actually got that for my birthday. Honestly, when I first got it, I wasn't big on it. I had to act like I liked it in front of my girlfriend. I had to like really act like yeah, like she knew I didn't really like it, but it grew on me honestly because at the time, that was like one of my 8 fragrances that I had, and I was kind of wearing it a lot at work. So it did grow on me. It's very nice. I did want to check out the elixir when it first came out, but I never got to it.
So that I really believe they spent a little money on their iris oil because it's not that waxy designer stuff. It's very earthy iris smell. Smells like earthy violet, like very heavy. It's earthy. So that elixir, it's very dressy. Like when you smell the first two, the regular one, the eau de parfum, and then the parfum, which is just marketing because it's still an eau de parfum. Those are very versatile, mass appealing blue-like fragrances where you get to the elixir and it's like, ooh, I need to wear at least at Oxford with this. This is it's a dressy occasion kind of profile. You know, they really it gets overshadowed by so many other elixir named fragrances that are, you know, more mass marketed, I guess. But Ralph Lauren is always putting out solid fragrances. Yeah. I'll argue with anybody. They might not put out the designer of the year every year. Yeah, but they always put out something that anybody and everybody can enjoy.
I heard that new polo was pretty good. I can't think of the name of it. The blue polo. I think it comes in like a blue and white bottle. Polos in white. I'm not sure the exact name of it. Maybe not like so.
Oh, you talking about Polo 67?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, I'm talking about it tomorrow. Yeah, it's pineapple. It's vetiver. It's a little earthy too.
Wow.
And anytime you say the word pineapple, you have to let people know if it
it doesn't. Yeah, not Creative Ventures, guys.
Or it is solid. That's one that the first time I sprayed, I was like, it's kind of generic. And then I wore it a little bit. It's like, okay, people are gonna like this. I see what they were doing here because it smells like what you would expect to be a Ralph Lauren polo fragrance. Yeah. If there was a quintessential poster child for what polo should smell like, it's Polo 67. Wow. It's very solid. It's not special, but it's special in the sense that it does everything well.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything great, but it does everything well. So
yeah, I
it's
got to try
truly
it.
signature scent worthy is the moral of what I'm trying to say.
My favorite polo always been Polo Black. That's always been a classic for
That's
me.
a good one. Double
Always
black,
been a
man.
classic.
Add that coffee to the mix.
I never got to try the double black. I'm sure it's great though. I'm
Man,
sure.
I've been on and off bringing it up here and there in my live streams about we need like a Polo Black Parfum or a Polo Double Black Elixir or something. We need a new Polo Black. We haven't had one in 15 years,
Right.
more than that probably.
Yeah,
We
we
need a new
definitely need
Polo
one.
Black.
That'd be really, really great. Hey Ross, I want to put you on the spot with a question, man.
Sure.
What is your top 5 fragrances for life? For life.
Okay.
If the
So
fragrance police came in your house and said, you can only have 5 in this apartment, what do you
nobody
think?
has to believe me. I could care less who believes me or not. This is my favorite fragrance.
Wow,
I'm
yeah,
wearing it in
I know
tomorrow.
you told me on my last live.
This
Not my
is my
last live, one
favorite
of my
fragrance.
previous lives. You came in and talked about it.
And
It's
look,
that good. I gotta try it.
in my review video, I told Dedrick yesterday when I jumped on his live for a bit, I'm debating on making a clip of all the disclaimers I gave about just because I feel this way does not mean any of you are going to feel this way. Because I told George before I did the review, with what I got to say about this, people are going to think I'm just saying it because I'm your friend and I'm just trying to sell a bottle. And it's going to be all that crap. I knew it was going to be all, and it's been that for certain trolls and shit. But
I mean,
man,
I've heard great
this
things
is
from
such
other
a
people.
meaty fragrance. This is, get a sample. Please don't blind buy this unless you're certain, guys. Spend the $7 and get the 3 ml and try it. Wintergreen, fresh, aromatic. The apple doesn't make it fruity. If anything, it gives it this crispness that goes with that eucalyptus mint and the lavender. And then you get a nice little touch of iris, the coconut. I've seen a lot of people say they get a lot of the coconut. I get enough to make it a little creamy. I don't get distinctive coconut. And then you have a nice creamy musk. There's some sweetness. It's aquatic without being super aquatic. It's like a mist in the air kind of wateriness. And the seaweed adds a little bit of a bitter aquatic tone in the dry down. It's blue meets green. It's wintergreen, fresh aquatic with some florals, you know. It's what you would expect as a Armaf blue to be. Really, if you're familiar with the body of work, it's kind of what you would expect this fragrance to be. It's like they made it for me. Even heard Rick, I know RXL's in here, say this should have been my 3rd fragrance. I wouldn't have minded, Rick. I love this fragrance.
We know you love the blue style of fragrance for sure.
So I had to start with what my actual number 1 is. Well, no matter who wants to believe me, this is my number 1 fragrance in my collection.
I gotta try that. I really gotta try it.
My number 2 is Isola Blue.
Isola Blue.
That's the only 2 fragrances I consider 10 out of 10 because they're 10s for me. They're perfect for my taste, my daily life. Just they suit me better than any other fragrances. Seraphine Blue and Isola Blue.
Isola Blue is a nice
blue fragrances. Then Dior Homme Parfum.
I'm right with you.
Signature Rosé, because that's just a masterpiece to me. And then it's a toss-up after that because Vertus Vanilla Oud, it's hard to bump that out of the top 5, but at the same time, I'm such an advocate for Cedrat Boisé, you know, so it's kind of a toss-up with those. So it's kind of 6 I'm listing at the moment because Vertus Vanilla Oud totally deserves to be there.
Yeah, it's nice vanilla fragrance. It's just nice. It is
but
nice.
It's rare that something bumps something out, but this was so good for me that it had to shift.
See, my Vertus in my top 5 would be Ani. So, and then I got Cedrat in there.
That's more rare.
That Ani, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Vertus Vanilla Oud's much more situational.
Yeah, and it's more like the Vertus gives me more of a Middle Eastern kind of flair of vanilla smell to me. So it's very nice. I love the smokiness on it. It is, and you know what I love about Vertus Vanilla Oud? As you keep wearing it, it gets better and better. The sillage, it just comes more beautiful and more. It's when it gets softer and softer throughout the wearing experience, it becomes more just so great. It's really the sillage on that is crazy. That's one of the best sillages you can have, honestly. In my opinion, that is a really, really great fragrance to have that a really great sillage. For sure.
I agree completely. That's the magic. That's what made me fall in love with it, was smelling it on Justin all day. We were working on Zed Creators 2, getting stuff together. And that's the first time I smelled it was on Justin.
Right.
And I remember it was 14 hours into our day specifically. He came him and Grace knocked on the door. We were going to do some content late. It was like 12 o'clock at night at this point. We were going to do a couple of videos before we went to bed. They came to my hotel room, knocked on the door, opened it. He walks by me. It's like I said, did you refresh? He's like, no, that's the spray from like 7:30 this morning.
It is truly like that. It really is. It really
and I was
is.
like, man, I have to have this fragrance. This was before I had a bottle. And once I got it, it was hype train mode.
Right.
Because I love that fragrance.
Now, I like the opening. The opening is not bad, but it's definitely the dry down is where it's at with that fragrance for sure. For sure. 100%.
You should have smelled the sillage in that room because that's before Leather Tobacco released. And Leather Tobacco is crazy strong from Zaharoff. So he was wearing that, and I'm wearing 3 sprays of Leather Tobacco. He kept fussing me every time I wore 3 sprays because it's super strong off of me.
Yeah, Leather Tobacco is a strong fragrance.
We were filling that place with those 2 fragrances.
Ooh, that sillage was crazy. I know it was.
Oh, yeah.
Leather Tobacco mixed with Ani. That's crazy right there. But what you got coming up on your radar? What's on your list of fragrances that you want to buy coming up? What's on like your I would say niche list? What's your niche list? What's on your list? On your radar?
Well, at the moment, I'm looking to get Precieux. I think that's going to be my next purchase because right now for the member giveaway, Virgin Island Water is winning. They got a good price from Venba. Any of you looking for Virgin Island Water, it's like $215 for 100 ml. That's winning the vote right now. So I'm probably going to be buying that, and I'll probably get a 75 ml of Precieux from Parfums de Marly while I'm at it. Because I've been wanting to have a reason to spend the money on the bottle, and since I'm going to be ordering from Venba anyway, probably next week after, something like that, towards the end of the month, I'll probably buy that next. So as far as the next niche, that's the one.
You know what I really want?
I know a lot of people have complained that it's too simple, it's too designer. That's every time Parfums de Marly puts out a fresh fragrance.
I did get my nose on that
stuff to wear from Parfums de Marly. All of their fresh releases.
Yeah, I love Percival. Hey, I'm right with you. I did smell Precieux in Nordstrom. I did think it was too like grapefruit forward.
Yeah, it is.
For my taste. But it's definitely probably a great pick for the summer. Freshy, you can't go wrong with it. You really can't probably go wrong with that.
So you mentioned Tiziana Terenzi just now. So the last fragrance by Restock
a
few days ago, I think it was like $84 for a tester with cap on Orion. I finally grabbed a bottle of Orion. Their Aventus. I had a decant like 5 years ago. It's been forever.
It's a lot of they got a lot of hidden gems in that house. I mean,
Dead put me on that one.
Yeah, I seen that video. I've been wanting to try that. I've been wanting to try that for sure. Right. This was, man, Ross. This was just a blind buy for me.
Which one is that?
It's called Ekregus. Man, it is really, really nice. I had my coworker today. He was like asking me, "Yo, what is that?" And really, they not going to do that because I wear stuff. So unless they really, really dig in the fragrance, then they're going to ask, "What is it?" This is really nice. It gives me like this. It's like this marine aquatic, little salty, powdery kind of vibe. The colors when I smell this, I get like green and baby blue. It's very nice. It's like this herbal aquatic kind of thing, Ross. It's really.
I gotta try it, man. That sounds right up my alley.
It's like a herbal aquatic, little marine, little salty, and it has a nice little powderiness. It is nice, Ross. It is really nice.
That sounds great, man.
It is nice.
That sounds like something I very much like.
I think you will love this. I really, really do. I'm really, really digging it. I am so happy with this purchase. I am really, really happy with this purchase. This is one of my best bomb buys, honestly. This is up there.
What's the name of it again?
It's called Ekregus, Akragas. And I think Joma Shop had it for maybe like
Ekregus,
yeah.
Aquatic, fresh, spicy green woody, kelp, grapefruit, Italian myrtle, Sicilian neroli, geranium, salt, cedar, Atlas cedar specifically, red thyme, bourbon, vanilla, musk, benzoin, patchouli. That does sound really good, man.
It is good, Ross. It is
supposedly. Let's see if there's anything. Oud Mineral, Beach Hut Man. I doubt that. But there's other stuff they're relating it to more that I haven't tried, like Aqua de Sal, Selena. I've never tried that. Celeria, never tried that either. But that note breakdown sounds fantastic.
It is really, really good. The colors I get is green and baby blue. I don't know if that sounds good, but
No, it
it
really
is.
does. Yeah, it really does.
It's very, very.
You
It's very
sold me.
unique.
You sold me as soon as I'm all about the green stuff too. But baby blue, light
Yeah,
blue, aquatic.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because
That's what
that's
it
how what I
is.
really when you say baby blue, it's a light blue aquatic is what I get out of that.
Yeah, it is very nice. I think maybe the baby blue from the powdery tones. Maybe it has like this. I like this freshness, kinda. It's unique, but it's good. It's not like doing too much unique. I think it's absolutely perfect. Perfect. It is
Yeah,
good.
Randy, that's the brand. Perfumum Roma. I always butcher that. Yeah, that's the brand.
If you want, I could send you a sample of this.
Well, look, you'll see my PO box for the return address. Feel free to send me a decant when you get that
I
bottle.
would
Even this week.
I would definitely do that. I think
Yeah,
you
feel
will
free. I'd
really,
love to try
really
it.
like this. I think this will be up your alley for sure.
It sounds like it. That note breakdown looks great. That looks like
Really, really
something that
good.
would go in a Tom Ford bottle. Just looking at that note breakdown, that looks like one of their EDT Aqua profiles.
Yeah, it's very
Like
nice.
like maybe Costa Azura, but more aquatic.
And I got this recently.
Which one is that?
You know,
Masculine Clario?
this gentle fluidity silver.
Mm.
I like it. It's kind of like really, really gives me like this perfumey kind of vibe. I don't know, like it's
You
like
blind bought it?
I did. No, I smelt it. I smelt it.
I was about to say that's bold to blind buy
Now
MFK
I
now.
smelt this in Neiman's. I want to say a year and some change ago when I was with my own mom. We went in there. We were smelling some stuff, and this honestly, it really, really stuck out to me. Like I like it. It's easy to like, very, very clean. But in the beginning, it has like this sharp, perfumey kind of smell to it. But once it dries down, it is really, really good. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Clean fragrance.
The
I
man
believe
makes
that.
magic.
Yeah. And honestly, this is my first MFK. I always wanted Oud Satin Mood though. I always thought that was his best fragrance, Oud Satin Mood.
Dude,
But I
both of
just
them are
went with this
incredible.
because it's
The EDP
summertime.
and the X-Straight are
Yeah,
both incredible.
it's so good.
They are.
Man, it
I've
is
had
so
decants
good.
of both. I've never picked up a bottle because I just won't wear them. For as
Yeah.
beautiful of a fragrance as they are, I just won't wear them. I know I won't. So that's why I don't bother. My
I
first was
know
Grand Soir. That was my
Grand
first
Soir, that
bottle.
is good too.
Yeah.
I know Tazo really, really loves that Oud Satin Mood. That's his jam. And I can understand why. It is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it's funny.
Man,
Randy just said you need to try
you
Grand
need to
Soir.
try
Best
Grand
Amber.
Soir, best Amber Fred. Grand Soir is nice. It is
It's
nice.
phenomenal. It especially if you like Ani. This is more amber forward than something like Ani. It's very
Okay.
much in the same vein though. There is redundance there. But if honest to God, if you're more of an amber fan than vanilla fan, Grand Soir would be the better of the two to have. But if you're more of a vanilla fan, that's where Ani's the better of the two to have. I think.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite MFK? Is it the
Oh,
Forte?
easily Aqua Celestia Forte. Yeah,
Aqua
hands down.
Celestia Forte. I'll be
Hands.
getting confused because it'd be Aqua Celestia Forte, Cologne Forte.
They got three of them.
It confuses me. It really does
Yeah,
confuse
they
me.
got three of them.
But yeah, I'm gonna I gotta get some more MFKs for sure. I'm thinking about getting a sample kit and probably do a live or something and really, really deep dive into the sample kit. Lately, I've been smelling a lot of the zoologist. What's your thoughts on zoologist?
I haven't spent a lot of time with really anything from them. I
Me,
do.
me either.
Armaf sent me a bottle of cow, I believe. Yeah, I haven't sprayed it.
Cowl is very nice. It almost
Yeah,
smells like this a milky conditioner to me. That's what I almost get, like this creamy, milky
it is a
kind of.
low lactonic.
Yeah, like a
I've never
creamy.
sprayed it though. I'm saving it for a live stream. He was texting me about it yesterday. He's like, "You trying any of the other ones yet?" I said, "No, maybe next week we're gonna do a live stream, do some more of them." He just
Yeah,
sent these things random.
out of the few I smelt, Cowl was one of my favorites, and Squid.
Mm-hmm.
Squid was like a really good kind of. I want to say aquatic, maybe really, really solid fragrance. And there was one more I can't think of the name though. But yeah, and you know what else is on my list? I really want that Electimus that smells like Ani mixed with, I think it's
Imperium.
Imperium. That is on my list.
That's
That is
really
on my
nice.
list.
Just a little over $100 too. It's not crazy
Yo,
expensive.
it's
Or anything.
not crazy.
That's a
Yo,
good
if
one.
Ross, you remember when Electimus prices was crazy?
Some of them still are.
Yeah,
Some
but
of them
they've
still are.
gotten better. They used to be like, I want to say three plus maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Even like online, they was a lot. Online, it was a lot. Now you could get them for a heck of a price. Maybe under 130 for a lot of them. You can get them for.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had got this one for 110. This is really good. I know you had raved about
What
this.
is that,
That's what
Trajan?
Trajan. Oh, this is so good, man.
That's Citrus Baccarat Rouge.
It is really good. I
So
prefer it
good.
over Baccarat.
I think
honestly.
it's better than Baccarat Rouge too.
I
Yeah, but it's
really
only
do
like
too.
105. Nothing crazy.
Yes,
It's cheap.
it's not as
Cheap for
cloying.
huge.
Yes, it's great. The bottle quality, cap is quality is really really nice. You really do get a lot bang for your buck. How long have we been going so far, Ross? I know you.
Hour. We just hit the 1 hour mark.
I know you want to get into your cardio. I know you have
Yeah, I got evening
a lot
cardio
to do.
too.
Man, I really do appreciate you coming on the show, man. I hope we get to do it again.
We
Really
definitely
do appreciate it. It was fun. You know, I was nervous throughout this whole thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sure some of y'all could kind of notice I was a little nervous, but it was fun, man. I really appreciate you, Ross. I really do.
appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me. You know,
Hey,
it's
man,
always a pleasure
anytime.
to do some stuff with people that have passion when it comes to this hobby and good guys. I like to do stuff with good people, and you're definitely good people, like I was saying.
I really
earlier.
do
So I
appreciate it.
appreciate
Right
you.
back at you. I feel the same. Right back at you. But guys, in the chat, I want to say thank you guys for coming, showing love, chatting. I'm sorry I couldn't, read the chat. I'm not really. I got to get better with reading the chat.
Yeah,
And
I gotta teach you about blocking the micro penis energy troll profiles. Yeah, Rashid Brown talking shit
yeah.
in there. I see you. I see you with your little baby
Oh,
dick and calm
oh my
yourself down.
god.
You all
I
right.
know I got some mods in here. That should be deleted real fast.
Yeah.
But man, besides that clown, I appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for
aside from that, we
coming.
had a great chat. We had some great chats.
Great chat. People that never came through before, I really do appreciate you. Randy came through. Dedrick was in the live. John,
You have Dedrick on. You ever had Dedrick on yet?
Nah, I never had Dedrick on.
You get Dedrick on, man. Dedrick's a good time.
Yeah, me and Dedrick was supposed to do something and never came to fruition. But I'm sure
You
down
got
the
to
road.
schedule ahead of time with Dedrick. That's a busy man.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
hopefully
yeah,
he gets that promotion. He'll be even busier though.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
he's got a
luck, brother.
promotion he just interviewed for. He go from
Good
being
luck.
the big
I'm sure he
dog at
gonna
work
get
to
it.
being the big dog.
I'm sure he gonna get it, man. I'm sure he gonna get it.
Good stuff happens to good people, man. I firmly
Yes.
believe he's gonna get it.
He's very professional.
I believe in that because I believe in him. You know?
Yes, he's a good dude for sure.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Peace and blessings to you and yours, guys. Until next time, I just want to say peace. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
And that's
Thank
it.
you.
We're out. Thank you. Everybody have a great night.